good friend of the show, Jovan Buha, was doing his show, and he was talking about all the trade rumors right now around the Lakers, and what do they have to trade if they do go out there and make some type of a trade. And you're talking about the value of some of these Laker players, the current value of some of these Laker players, and specifically the two names that I think would be in any deal that the Lakers made. If they go make a trade today, tonight, tomorrow, anything before February 6th, there's a good chance Gabe Vincent or Rui Hachimura or both of those players would be involved. So with that in mind, let me read a quote here coming from Jovan about how the NBA feels. And I don't think it's a shock, but I think it's the right way to put it. How some of these NBA players or how the NBA front offices feel about those two players specifically. He said that the NBA considers Vincent as a negative value and Rui Hachimura at best considered neutral value, but no one considers them positive assets. Okay? So I'll read again. Gabe Vincent, negative value. Rui Hachimura, neutral value, but no one considers him as a positive asset. So obviously both of those players not considered positive assets. It's not shocking to me. It's not like this crazy surprise where it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's how the league feels about those two players. I think it makes a lot of sense, which is why the value that the Lakers have and the value that teams see in the Los Angeles Lakers is one thing. Nobody's going to trade for Rui Hachimura because they believe he's going to be an important piece for them. I don't believe so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if he got traded, he went somewhere else and something changed. Nobody's going to trade for Gabe Vincent and say, got to have that guy. He's the missing piece. Now, Gabe Vincent did have a really, really good run when he was in Miami. He got to the NBA Finals, but he's shown none of that with the Lakers. Maybe here and there, a little bit of a spark or a little bit of like, oh, that's interesting, but nothing consistent. What are the teams and front offices around the NBA interested in? They're not interested in Rui. They're not interested in Gabe Vincent. They want your picks. They want 2029 or 2031 or 2029 and 2031. That's what they want. That's the thing that is valued in any deal that the Lakers make. We've spent time over this last couple of weeks and talking about, all right, well, should they give up the picks? Should they not give up the picks? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? What kind of player is worth 2 first-rounders? We were reading these last couple of days that Miles Turner, probably going to cost you 2 first-rounders. Walker Kessler, probably going to cost you 2 first-rounders. So it's not even like you're talking about, big-time players. You're talking about role players that can come on the team. And I'm with you. Role players are important. They're key. But that's kind of the price of doing business in today's NBA. And it also tells you what the value of Gabe Vincent and Rui Hachimura are in the market. There is no value. Nobody's trading for those guys, for those actual players. Nobody was trading. The Brooklyn Nets weren't trading for D'Angelo Russell to go make a run. They were trading for D'Angelo Russell because that was an expiring contract, and they were going to get some second-round picks that they thought, all right, it's worth it. Let's do it. They weren't trading for D'Lo. If there's D'Lo fans out there that are devastated and heartbroken that I said that, it's the reality. They weren't trading for D'Angelo Russell. They were trading for other reasons. That doesn't mean D'Lo can't be of value to them between now and the end of the season, but there were other reasons why they were trading for him. So that 2029, 2031, I think teams also realize the position that the Lakers are in right now. It's 2025 right now. 4 years from now, 4.5 years, you can call it. Where are the Lakers going to be? We know where we think LeBron won't be playing anymore. I mean, who knows? Maybe this guy's still going. We're assuming he's not going to be playing anymore. And we got kind of no real idea if Anthony Davis is AD here by 2029. I don't know. That's a long time from now. So I think there's a lot of people that look at the 2029 and the 2031 pick and say, there are so many question marks around the Lakers between the next 4 to 6 years. There's tremendous amount of value in those picks. Who knows where those picks can be? Maybe those picks are top 5, top 7, top 10. There's a lot of value in those picks if that's the case. I actually think if I was a GM out there or someone in the front office of another team, I'm taking every Laker call because I do think there's a lot of value in those picks, and I also think the Lakers are. I did a video on this yesterday. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of heat on Rob Pelinka to go make something happen. A lot of pressure. We're just chatting with our guy there from the Knicks, Chris, and one of the first things that he had mentioned, I'm like, "What's your perception of the Lakers?" He's like, "Look, Pelinka's got to do something, right? Because what they have right now, no one's really going to take them seriously. So there's a lot of pressure on Rob Pelinka, and that pressure, if I'm another team out there, I try to take advantage of the Lakers. And that doesn't mean the Lakers can't, have value coming back, but their value is going to be more short term, and the value that comes with those picks are going to be more long term. So Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent, either negative value or neutral value at best for both of those players. Any value that comes from a Lakers trade, we know what that's going to be. That's clearly going to be 100% strictly just about the picks and nothing else. All right, let's take a look at some of the comments here. Let's see what we got here. Hanging on to a pick 6 freaking years from now while we continue to be mid and will be for a 6+ years, F them picks. So let me tell you something. I'm not making a justification to hold on to the picks. What I'm just telling you is, and by the way, they don't have a choice here. If you have to pick one or the other, what you can't pick is we're going to be in the middle. And I think that's what you're saying here. I think what you're saying is Lakers are basically in the middle. Being in the middle is the worst place you can be. Being in the middle in any sport means you're not bad enough to go get real picks and rebuild your franchise. And you're also not good enough to compete for a championship. So the Lakers right now, if right now they're sitting kind of in that middle, maybe a little bit better than middle, well, then they have no choice but to go make another trade. Let's get a couple more of these in. Let's see what we got here. With Genie Bus, Lakers don't know how to rebuild. Yeah, a lot of people here not crazy about a rebuild under the regime. I mean, obviously you look at what happened to the Lakers when Kobe retired. They were out there drafting, but never really fully got a chance to play that out and develop. There was pressure. There was also a lot of bad free agent signings. If you guys remember, Timofey Mozgov, Luol Deng, there were really bad contracts out there as well. And then it, came down to LeBron basically saying, you know what, I'm going to go play for the Lakers. And then things obviously started changing from there. F them picks. Listen, I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. I would be shocked, genuinely shocked, if on Thursday night Lakers are getting ready to play the Warriors and it's the exact same team. I would be shocked if that's the case. I really, really would be. Let me get a couple more in here, and then we'll keep things going here. D all fits in Brooklyn. They shouldn't have moved on from them. I think you're talking about D'Angelo. I think. Maybe D'Angelo stays in Brooklyn. Maybe in the offseason he signs, another deal with them. Here's somebody saying I would not be. I really actually I really would be shocked that at this stage, Anthony Davis coming out publicly and saying, I need to play with another big. AD is the big one. AD is the big one. That's what changed everything for me. I would have thought they're going to do it anyways, but once Anthony Davis basically said publicly that we got to go get another big, that changed everything for me. All right, if you enjoyed this clip and you want more, just subscribe to the channel. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is the Sliwa Show. And then after every Lakers game, post-game show right here.